Hi, mobsters, and welcome back to episode 7 of Mental Mix. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about channeling our emotions through art and through creative things like crafts. And in today's episode, we have a very special guest, which is my own sister, Marie. Marie really likes art. She's been super creative from when we were both really little. And I was always more of math and science, but she was always super creative, which is something I honestly really admired about her, which I can't really say I had much of myself. So, Marie, when did you start doing art and how do you feel about how you started?
I started art when I was really little, but I started with things like fashion design because I thought that it was a good way to show how I wanted to see people wear clothes and express their emotions through what they wore. So I started doing it because my mom was an architect and I thought that that was something really cool and something I looked up to because just the aspect of designing things, I thought that it was really cool and I that's what I started doing.
And did you have any inspirations in people or things you had seen online when you were younger? Like, what inspired you to start creating art?
I've always liked to use my hands to make things and design things by myself, things that I've imagined, because I like to see how vivid colors and how things blend together. But I don't really have a person that inspired me to start doing things.
So, Marie in our childhoods was always less expressive than me. I'd say that of our siblings, I was very much adamant with my emotions. I would always tell our parents when something mattered to me, when something hurt my feelings. But Marie was always more reserved with her emotions. But I think that kind of connects to how she was always the more artistic one because she would definitely express her emotions through her artwork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marie, do you think that you've ever used your art, and in what ways have you used your art to communicate your difficult emotions in the past or your difficult experiences that you've been through? And whereas, like, you'd prefer to make them in art instead of talking about them?
I think that for that, I use the different colors. I like to before I start any painting, I like to write something and then paint over it. And then I use things like colors, like darker colors, to express what I'm feeling in that moment. And I think that is a really good way to express how you feel. Or if you want something to leave your mind fast, I draw like a bird or like a car so it can symbolize something like driving past or like a bird flying away. I don't know. And yeah.
I think that's interesting in particular, like how you can draw things that are fleeting just to kind of show that things are temporary in life, and how art isn't permanent. Art is all temporary, and even though you can get so attached to something that you've created, in the long term, like, it'll all pass and fade, just like things do in life. So, how do you think that the process of you creating and making art impacts your emotional state? So, do you find it like therapeutic, transformative? Do you feel calm or relieved or happy or excited? How do you feel after making art?
After making my art, I feel relieved because it's a really good way of expressing yourself in a way that I can show my emotions without being judged because a lot of people wouldn't know the story behind it. Only I know it. And then it's like a really good experience.
Yeah, I'd say that feeling relieved is something that can happen to anyone. Like, you really don't have to be a professional artist in order to feel relieved after painting because, like, I have a painting class in my school, like, on my schedule in my day, and I look forward to it every single day. And, like, I've talked to my friends about it. I literally look forward to this class every single day. And I'm not some kind of special artist. I am not good at all. Like, right now, we're doing these scratchboard paintings and it's kind of weird, but I look forward to it. I'm not good at it at all, but I look forward to it because every single form of self expression, whether that's fashion, painting, ceramics, any kind of art, is always a good outlet in order to express your emotions. And I like what you said, Marie, about not being judged by others because when you make art, I like this quote that I heard once that it said that art comforted the disturbed and disturbed the comforted. Like, art is meant to speak to you specifically. So when you make something and others don't get it, that's fine because it's only meant to be an outlet to yourself. Now, what advice would you give to people who are struggling to find outlets to express their emotions and you want to introduce them to art?
I would say to not be scared of starting, because you always get somewhere if you just get a paintbrush and you just start painting something. I think that something important is that you can not be scared of what you're about to start. And when you're going to start something, learn that it's okay where it goes, because you can not cover it up, but you can always fix the mistakes. And then art is a good way to show that like things can get better in life, because if you paint something and you say, oh, no, like it's super bad right now, you can always fix something, and that's a lesson that you can take out of it.
All right, another question I have is, do you notice any patterns or themes in your artwork that like reflect the things that you're going through, your emotions, your triumphs? Like I've noticed that in the art that Marie brings home, there's, as she said, like usually a lot of bright colors like pink, blue, orange, a lot of things. But I never really notice a theme with the things that she's painting. I've seen like one of a fish, one of a heart. It's always kind of things that are alive. So why is that? What is the pattern or theme that you've noticed in your artwork?
So I like to use the colors blue, purple, and pink, and those are the colors that I normally go for, because I think that those are the colors that I relate to the most. Why? Because like when I want to use a bright blue, I feel like it that brings like energy, but it's not like an energy like yellow. Like yellow is like happy energy, but when I use blue and purples, like it's like when it's like deep colors, that it can show that I had like some like a bad thing that day, but then it came with it, like it was brighter with like the bright pinks that I use and like things like that. But when you use things that are alive, it like makes you feel better, because even though you think that it's like a really bad painting, with the colors it like resembles that you can get happier. So I feel like if you just have a message behind all of your paintings, that you can connect to the message.
Marie, if every color is an emotion, what color am I?
If every color was an emotion, what color are you?
Yeah, what color am
I? Girl, you're black.
What? Marie, what color am I?
Like purple.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like indigo.
Okay, well now you know. I think Marie's just saying that because purple has been my favorite color
No, but
forever.
not purple. Indigo.
Indigo, guys.
between-
Indigo is what color I would be.
Yeah.
Marie, if you were a color, what color would you be? This is kind of a silly question, but I just want to know.
I don't know.
I think Marie would be,
I think like orange.
I think like orange or yellow.
Not
Definitely.
yellow. Like orange.
No, I think orange or
like
yellow.
coral.
No, orange or
Like,
yellow.
have you guys seen the
No,
Pantone
no,
color of
no,
the year?
no, orange or yellow. I don't think anybody has seen the Pantone color of the year. Guys, I guess, oh my gosh. Guys, I guess if you see the Pantone color of the year, that's what color Marie self-identifies as. Okay, and last question, Marie. So looking into the future, how do you see or envision yourself continuing to use art as a tool to release your emotions and express yourself and your personal growth?
So I think that my art is a really good way to show my intellectual capabilities. Besides the fact that I am not the brightest, I can show the like how I want to express myself through my artwork, and I think that it's a really good way for people to get to know you, even though they don't know you personally. They can get to know you through your art, and I think that's a really good way of like meeting new people and getting to know people, because yeah, because of their artwork.
Okay. All right, guys. So you heard it here. Art is a very great way to express yourself. I'm definitely going to try it. Marie has left me inspired, right? Marie has left me very inspired. I don't already make that much art, but she definitely does. And she thrives, right?
Girl!
Marie, stop saying that. What did you guys think of this first guest speaker?
I love my fans.
Oh my goodness, Marie, you have to say mobsters.
Oh, I love the mobster nation.
Oh. All right, but mobsters, I hope you guys enjoyed this first guest speaker. I don't think she was too shabby. And yeah, just take in mind that art is a great way to express yourself, even if you are a scared beginner like me.
Bye, guys. I love you. Mabster Nation, Mabitrons.
Yeah. All right, mobsters. Thank you guys for listening to this episode, and I'll see you later this week on Mental Mix. Bye.
Bye.